Hello everyone. In this video we are going to discuss about fatty acid. It may be asked as a short note for MBBS student, as a long question for postgraduate students. Also it can come as a case based study. So what are fatty acids? These are carboxylic acid with hydrocarbon side chain, or these are aliphatic carboxylic acids, and these are the simplest form of lipids. Coming to the occurrence, both plant origin and animal origin. The fatty acids of animal origin are more simple in structure compared to that of plant origin, which may contain additional groups like epoxy, keto, hydroxy groups, cyclopentane ring. Example we will discuss in later part of the video. Coming to the nomenclature part, the fatty acids are named after the corresponding hydrocarbon from which it is derived. Now the final E of the hydrocarbon chain is replaced with oic acid, and in unsaturated fatty acid it is substituted with ANOIC, and in unsaturated fatty acid it ends with enoic acid. For example, the fatty acid containing 6 carbon atoms and no double bond, that is saturated fatty acid, it is named as hexaenoic acid, ANOIC, enoic acid. And palmitic acid, which is an unsaturated fatty acid containing 16 carbon, it is named as hexadecaenoic acid. E is there in place of A, enoic acid. Now coming to numbering of carbon atoms in the nomenclature part. The numbering start from the carboxyl carbon, which is taken as number 1. It is similar to the numbering which we do in organic chemistry, where the first position or the first carbon is always the carbon containing the functional group. So here, suppose for example in this carbon chain, the COH group containing carbon is the first carbon, and then the numbering will be 1, 2, 3, 4 like this up to the nth number of carbon atom. Also the second, third and fourth carbon atom which are connected or linked through the carboxyl group are also named as alpha, beta and gamma carbon. Another type of numbering is done from the last carbon, that is the from the methyl carbon atom. This carbon containing the methyl group, it is denoted as omega carbon, and hence from this side we can number, that is omega 1, omega 2, omega 3, omega 4, omega 5, omega 6 like this. So numbering from 1, 2, 3, 4 will start from the carboxyl end, and omega numbering will start from the carbon containing the methyl group. The carbon containing the methyl group will be denoted as omega carbon, hence it will be omega 1, then omega 2, likewise it will go on. Now coming to the unsaturated fatty acid. In unsaturated fatty acids, the position of double bond is represented by a delta sign. So delta 9, if it is written, it indicates that the double bond is present at the 9th carbon, that is between C9 and C10. And if delta 6 is represented, it means double bond is between C6 and C7 carbon atoms. Then omega 9 indicates double bond on the 9th carbon counting from the omega carbon, means counting from the methyl group containing carbon atom. Shorthand representation of fatty acids. Here what happens, for a hydrocarbon for the hydrocarbon chain of fatty acid, we usually denote in number form. So how it is denoted? For example, the palmitic acid, it is a saturated fatty acid containing 16 carbon atom and no double bond. So it will be represented, first we will write the total number of carbon atom present, then total number of double bond. After that we will write the position of the double bond present. So as in palmitic acid there is no double bond, so the 16 represents the total number of carbon atom, 0 represents the absence of any double bond. Similar to that, arachidonic acid, it is a PUFA, polyunsaturated fatty acid. The number of carbon atom is 20, so we will write 20. Then number of double bond will be 4. The position of the double bonds are at C5, C8, 11 and 14 carbon atom. So this is the shorthand representation of fatty acid. From this number we can say what is the number of carbon atoms present, number of double bond present, and the positions of the various double bonds. Now coming to classification of fatty acids, 4 classifications we will discuss here. First one is depending on the total number of carbon atoms. On this basis, it can be divided into odd carbon fatty acid and even carbon fatty acids. The odd carbon fatty acids example is propionic acid, which contains 3 carbon. Even carbon fatty acid example is palmitic acid, stearic acid, which are 16 carbon and 18 carbon respectively, and which are more means concentration is high in nature. The even carbon atoms are more predominantly found in nature compared to the odd carbon fatty acid, which are usually present in the bacterial cell wall. The reason being why even carbon fatty acids are more predominant than the odd carbon fatty acid, because during the synthesis of fatty acid, which we will read in the biosynthesis part of fatty acid, 2 units are added per step for the chain elongation in the fatty acid biosynthesis. That is why even carbon fatty acids are more predominant than the odd carbon fatty acid. Now second classification is depending on the presence or absence of double bond. It can be either saturated fatty acid containing no double bond or unsaturated fatty acid. The unsaturated fatty acid may be either monounsaturated fatty acid, polyunsaturated. Monounsaturated means single double bond, polyunsaturated means more than one double bond present, and eicosanoids. It includes prostaglandin, prostacyclin, leukotriene, thromboxanes, which is another separate topic not to be discussed here. Now coming to third classification, depending on the length of hydrocarbon chain. These are the short chain fatty acids, which contains up to 6 carbon, medium chain fatty acid 8 to 14 carbons, long chain fatty acid containing 16 to 24 carbon. More than 24 carbon fatty acid chains are usually not present. The reason is also reason we will find in the biosynthesis of fatty acid. Reason is described there. Now coming to another classification, depending on requirement in diet, essential fatty acid, non-essential fatty acid, similar to the essential part of essential amino acid or non-essential amino acid, semi-essential amino acid. Here also there is essential fatty acid or non-essential fatty acid. Reason being the same in both the cases, that is in fatty acid and amino acid. That is, essential fatty acid or amino acid is those which cannot be synthesized by the body, and hence they must be supplied in our diet, otherwise deficiency symptoms will be seen. In non-essential fatty acids which can be synthesized by the body and hence not indispensable for diet. Now other examples of fatty acids are hydroxy fatty acid and cyclic fatty acid. Hydroxy fatty acid, cyclic fatty acid, which we have discussed just now, that which are usual the plant origin fatty acids contains additional groups like hydroxy, keto, cyclic groups. So the hydroxy fatty acid example is beta hydroxybutyrate, which is one of the ketone body. Then cerebronic acid, racinoic acid, these are long chain hydroxy fatty acids. It may be asked in oral and also come as in MCQs. Then coming to cyclic fatty acid, example is cholmugric acid. It is found in cholmugra oil used in the treatment of leprosy, and it contains a cyclopentanyl ring. Coming to essential fatty acids, it can be a short note for MBBS student and also for postgraduate students. Also it is important for Viva point of view. The essential fatty acids are the fatty acids that cannot be synthesized by the body and hence must be supplied in our diet. These are usually polyunsaturated fatty acids, means contains more than one double bond in its structure. Examples are linoleic acid, linolenic acid, arachidonic acid. The linoleic acid, it contains 18 carbon. These are the shorthand representation of the fatty acids. Linoleic acid 18 carbon, contains 2 double bond at position 9, 12. Linolenic acid 18 carbon but 3 double bond 9, 12 and 15 position. Arachidonic acid, it is 20 carbon, 4 double bond 5, 8, 11 and 14. This is important. Name of the examples of essential fatty acid? Mostly these are asked in Viva. Now coming to omega 3 series of essential fatty acid. Example is linoleic acid and alpha linolenic acid. See, linolenic acid are of two types, alpha and gamma. Alpha linolenic acid is the omega 3 fatty acid and gamma linolenic acid is the omega 6 essential fatty acid. The alpha linolenic acid, it is mostly plant origin. Other examples of omega 3 series fatty acids are eicosapentaenoic pentaenoic acid, example, or EPA, and docosahexaenoic acid, DHA or DCHA. The alpha linolenic acid is from plant origin. Eicosapentaenoic acid are present in the muscle and skin of fish like salmon, herring, also present in shellfish, planktons. And docosahexaenoic acid or DHA, it is present in the liver of fish, that is cod fish. That is why consumption of liver of this fish leads to is an important source or good source of essential omega 3 fatty acid. Coming to omega 6 fatty acid, these are usually found in vegetable oil. And vegetable oil like safflower oil, sunflower oil, mustard oil are very good source of omega 6 fatty acid. Example is gamma linolenic acid and arachidonic acid. The linoleic acid, it can be converted in mammalian liver to gamma linolenic acid, means the omega 3 fatty acid linoleic acid can give rise to omega 6 fatty acid, that is gamma linolenic acid, and also arachidonic acid. Hence arachidonic acid, we have discussed that there are three essential fatty acids: linoleic acid, linolenic acid and arachidonic acid. Out of this, gamma linolenic acid and arachidonic acid can be synthesized from linoleic acid. We will discuss in another video the step of or biosynthesis of arachidonic acid from linoleic acid. So that is why the arachidonic acid is not essential in our diet if our diet contains sufficient quantity of linoleic acid. Hence it is semi-essential. We can say it is semi-essential. Also alpha linolenic acid, it can be converted into EPA and DHA. That is, alpha linolenic acid can be converted to eicosapentaenoic acid and docosahexaenoic acid. This can be asked in oral. These are important from Viva point of view. Omega 9 essential fatty acid, example is oleic acid, nervonic acid. This can also be asked. Coming to deficiency of essential fatty acids, as we know that these are indispensable for our diet. So if they are not present in our diet, it can lead to deficiency symptoms. This can be asked as a case based study, where we can get a question like that: a teenage girl very conscious of her weight, and she started dieting, did not add oil or fat to her diet, and later on developed some complaints of this type of symptoms like dry scaly skin, erythematous eruptions mostly in the leg, thigh and intertriginous areas, hair loss, poor wound healing. Like this we can get a question. So what can be the diagnosis and what will be the treatment? So if we get a question like this, it is a case of essential fatty acid deficiency. The condition is known as phrenoderma or toad skin, and the complaints will be like this, that is dry scaly skin, erythematous eruptions, diffuse hair loss, poor wound healing, increased metabolic rate, growth failure, ECG changes might be seen. Okay. Now essential fatty acid deficiency is also seen in infants with restricted diet and in patients with TPN or total parenteral nutrition. The vegetable oils except coconut oil, it is rich in essential fatty acid and it is low in saturated fatty acid and low in cholesterol. So vegetable oil consumption except coconut oil, it is good. Then consumption of omega 3 polyunsaturated fatty acid, that is linoleic acid, alpha linolenic acid, they are good for our lipid level, to maintain the lipid level, that is they decrease the triacylglycerol level and also decrease the total cholesterol level in our body. Coming to isomerism in unsaturated fatty acids. The fatty acids exhibit geometric isomerism due to the presence of double bond, that is cis and trans form. Example are oleic acid and elaiodic acid. Both contain same number of carbon atoms, but the orientation of the groups around the double bond is in cis form in oleic acid and it is in trans form in elaiodic acid. The cis form, it is less stable and trans form is more stable. It is V shaped in structure and this comes in straight chain. Most naturally occurring fatty acids are in cis form, and from the hydrogenation of fatty acids, the trans form is formed, and the trans form or trans fatty acids are not good for our health. Arachidonic acid with 4 cis double bonds in its structure, we have seen that it contains 4 double bonds and they are present in the groups around them are present in cis arrangement. It gives rise to bent U shape. The structure of arachidonic acid is bent into a U shape, which is important for maintaining the fluidity of membrane of plasma membrane. So this is all about fatty acid in detail. Thank you.